Other room. You're so happy. You're so happy. You're so happy. Hi, Max. Hi, what are you doing? So it's been raining quite a lot last couple days, and Max pooed. He never poops, but he pooed as soon as he walked in, so we had to clean that up. When your dogs are going through rain and you go to the groomer, give them that extra poop time. It always happens with the rain, and usually with Max it doesn't happen at all, but it happened today for sure. But it's something new because usually he doesn't poop no matter what all these years. But we've had so much rain I can see why, you know. Welcome to My Favorite Groomer. Thanks for watching and being a part of it. See, there's actually some more right there. We didn't get it. Well, sometimes they might not.
They don't want to see poop.
You guys don't want to see poop? I can see where somebody would be like, no, that didn't happen. See? Thank you, customer service. Sorry, Max, we had to clean that up. We missed one.
That one just came out, I think.
That one just came out now? My goodness. Maybe we should just stop and walk him then.
You think it's like that?
Well, if there's more, he has to poo and he's been holding it.
Well, he let some out, so he should be good.
What? He just said exactly what a customer says. I let him out, he should be good.
You know what I'm saying? He let some poop out.
He had 3 poops already. Let's see, Max, are you gonna poop again? Because I mean, you want to go on a walk real quick? I mean, we already got YouTube here. They're kind of listening, watching. These are things we should have handled before here, but I'll take you on a walk if you want me to. Do you need to go for a walk? No? Maybe. I don't know. You kind of pooped 3 times already. Maybe you're empty? All right, we'll just see. We'll just see what's going on here. What's up, Germany? What's up, Atlanta? Yoo-hoo! Guten Tag! Woo-woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to My Favorite Groomer Live. Thanks for chiming in. Make sure you hit that like button, share the video, let people know that this dog is the best brush out dog we have. Max is amazing, and he's amazing because the pet parent brushes him at home every day. And she comes in about every 2 weeks. We're going to do our leave-in conditioner, which you saw I already sprayed a little bit. We're going to start here on the bottom foot. I have the Groom loop. I have a 24-inch around his body right now, but if I need to put it around his neck, I'll change it up. If he's moving around too much, etc. Yeah, it's been raining pretty good here last couple days. It looks to be 6 days of rain coming in. It's May 17th. If you brush your pet, right, and it's not painful, like not matted, right? It's not matted. If it's matted, it's a little too late, okay? I'll be real with you. If it's matted, it's going to be a little too late. You need to start over because now you're tugging at mats, cutting through mats, trimming, dematting, and that stuff is so painful, and which is why your dog's probably whipping back trying to bite you while you're doing it. But if you're brushing regularly, I don't mean when I tell you every Friday do a nail trim. Dogs that need to be brushed daily should be brushed daily. You have got to, even if you just brush this body part, and tomorrow you brush this, and the next day you brush this thoroughly, right? If you brush every day, you will have a dog that cooperates. Especially if you were to say, finish the brushing with a treat or favorite meal. A great incentive, you know, to being brushed. And then if you're brushing every day versus once a week or once a month or once every 2 months or once every 6 months, if you're brushing every day, the consistency is there and the dog actually starts to look forward to that time with you. Don't get me wrong. There are dogs out there that really, really, really don't like you and don't like the brush and don't like anything to do with being told what to do. And if you have a dog like that, then you need to do more exercise. You definitely need some exercise in that pet's life. Because that dog needs you to exercise the pet with a lead around the neck, not a harness, so that you can develop a great relationship with your dog. And in that relationship is leadership, and in that leadership is you making the ability to say, hey, we are brushing today. I'm leading you. We must do that, and we do it every day. Okay, you're doing a little lean over. Okay, let me come over here like this. I had a lady email me. She cannot get her dog to let her do the nail trims after, I don't really know after what, right? So there's some things that might have happened. How many times did you hit the vein? How many times did you injure the dog? How many times da-da-da-da? Is your dog exercised? She says, I can't do the nails at all. Can you help me? I can't force your dog to let you do nails depending on what happened. Because if you are doing nails and you don't know what you're doing and you're injuring your pet and causing blood, you hit the vein on the nail and there's bleeding, there's definitely pain in that. Some dogs will complain, some dogs won't. But if you're doing that consistently and then one day your dog snaps and says, you can't touch me anymore, then you have to go back and try to gain trust all over again. But since I don't have facts about her situation, that's the only thing I can assume is because if I'm doing dog nails, and I'm not hitting the vein, should be okay, little by little, and then do it once a week. But if I've now caused injuries or pain, then that's where I have found. You want to keep looking down. Now I might use the 18-inch groom loop and come up. His head moving around too much. I can't. I don't want to brush his face right now, you know. So get your 18-inch groom loop. Let's bring his head, jawbone, look it up a little bit. How do you look right now? You have to look out for me. Because I got to work on your front feet, okay? I don't want to brush your chin hair while I'm brushing your front feet, okay? Yeah, you're wagging your tail? I'm happy for you, yeah? Well, I'm happy for you. I'm happy with you too. Yes, I am. I'm so happy. You make me happy. Does your dog make you happy? Let me know in the live chat or comment below. Does your dog make you happy too? It was real knotted in here. Let's take a good closer look here. Let's get your hair, this hair out of the way here. Let's put this back over here. Can I see your paw here? Okay, hold on here. I want to break this up into parts. Oh yeah, that's really matted there. You can see it's actually puffy, right? It's really thick and puffy. I know he seems like a very puffy dog anyway, but it's just a different kind of like what's in there kind of thing. All right, let me get my ear shear because it's got a sharp point to it. Let me get my dematter. And since this paw's got this little bundle of joy, we'll check all the paws, we'll double check all the paws. So I'm gonna come in here. You're licking your lips, that's a warning. I'm just gonna cut through the mat first, do a little tug. He might not like it. When you have a dog, remember what I said, it's been raining, right? So if you have a dog that's been going through a lot of rainwater out there, running around, and the wet, right? Then yep, these things can definitely happen. No, don't get upset. I do have a muzzle over there, okay? And I know Max really well. I've been grooming him for like 8-9 years, I think. And when he doesn't like something, he bites, so I already know that. And so I might muzzle him here in a second because this is definitely kind of painful. Ha, 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 ha. It's stuck in there, isn't it? Okay, all right, let me get a muzzle on. Each dog is different. All muzzles won't fit perfectly, but this one is a Velcro adjustable one. And for me, I think this is the one I'm going to use for him. Could he take it off? Yep, he could just jump up with both paws and just whip that off if he wanted to. Just a little bit of force. Well, all dogs can bite through a muzzle, so keep that in mind. Nothing's 100%. Move that out of there. Let's check here again. Anybody know what would happen if he accidentally bit me, right? Because it's painful. If he accidentally bit me, what would happen if he did not have an accurate, current rabies shot? Who knows? Who knows the answer to that one? If he bit me and he didn't have a rabies shot, and I had to go in because it was a pretty bad bite, even if it was just on my thumb, and I had to get a tetanus shot, what would happen? And if his rabies shot here in Texas wasn't accurate, does anybody know the answer to that? Because if you're running a business and you're not requiring rabies, you might want to know the answer to that. How about this? You're not running a business, you groom for free because you're learning and you're trying to, look at all that hair so far. You're trying to groom for free, right? What happens then? So I'm not going to tell you the answer to that, but I do want you to do some research. If that makes you curious, you might want to know what would happen. Because any dog can bite, right? Any dog, any animal with teeth can bite you, right? Including a rabbit. So what happens when an animal bites you and they don't have, a pet don't have a current rabies shot? What happens if you have to go in? Write in the live chat if you know the answer to that. And feel free to comment below if you catch this feed a little later than today. Hold on, Max. Hold on, Max. Hold on, Max. I know, buddy. I know. Doesn't that paw just look different in general, right? It doesn't have that weird puffy looking thing. Thick hair, but not that puffy thing right there in the front that we saw earlier. I had another lady, she gave me a call. She said, Dee Dee, I need to get a muzzle for my dog. It's a terrier. I need to get a muzzle for my dog, she says, so I can walk my dog through the neighborhood. Because my dog is extremely aggressive. Extremely aggressive, and I don't want to chance it. I don't want to walk my dog in the neighborhood. There's lots of people hanging out in the neighborhood too. And she said some other things, but I'll leave those things out. But she did say, I want to walk my dog. I'm going to let you breathe a second. Let me move on to something else and let you catch your breath here. It's hot? Are you hot? Let me see your face here. Good. She said, Dee Dee, I need to muzzle walk my dog, right? And I'm thinking in my head, okay, well, how long of a walk is this going to be? Because really, you shouldn't have a muzzle on for more than about 30 minutes. So if you take a walk and it's too hot or too cold or anything could be happening, but to keep that muzzle on. And then on top of that, right, muzzles aren't 100%. Remember I told you? How do you know a muzzle's not 100%? Tell me in the live chat in the feed. How do you know a muzzle's not 100%? If you have experience with muzzles, you will know for a fact that the dog will take that sucker off. They'll jump up and whip and take it off. They'll bite through it. A muzzle is not 100%. So if you know a muzzle's not 100%, what's the next thing we can do to fix the dog from biting? And wow, that's pretty scary if you want to muzzle your dog on a walk, right? And your dog might bite somebody. Wow, you would not ever want that dog to get loose, would you? Because then he would just run up on anybody that he's standing there. Okay, so the lady says, I need a muzzle to walk my dog, and I'm thinking, I wouldn't walk my dog with the muzzle on, and the muzzle should only be on for 30 minutes or less if you can help it. I mean, in certain circumstances, I can't remember if I've ever had a muzzle on for over 30 minutes, but you want to make sure you're watching the time a little bit, depending on what you're doing, right? And watching the dog and all that kind of stuff. But going outside for a walk with the muzzle on, like he's panting a little bit, but also it is warm in here, so I turned the AC lower. So imagine us going on a 1 mile walk. It would be more than 30 minutes. It might be more than 30 minutes. So if it is more than 30 minutes, then he would need to take that muzzle off and have a rest. So we got on the phone, we were talking and stuff, and I was trying to help her, and I was letting her know some stuff about muzzles, and then she let me know that they have already bought those cage muzzles, and she said they suck. She hated it. But also it sucked because she got it on 1 time or 2 times, and after that, he now knows whenever he sees the cage muzzle, the cage muzzle looks like this. This freaking set I bought a long time ago, a cheap set too, but it's a whole set. These things don't even tighten in the back right. They won't even tighten up. They are so loose. I've never used them. I've tried, but they've never come in handy. So this is a cage muzzle. It goes around. There's different types. Goes around the entire muzzle. If these worked, I'd be using them, but they don't. So those have sat there for about 5 years. I mean, like 30, 40 bucks for the set. Sit there. I have never used them, and I could not return them, so I had to keep them. One day I'll fix them so that I can use them. They need their own different kind of strap. They didn't make them right. Sometimes the people making those things that we need to use are not the people using them. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Too bad I couldn't return them, but I couldn't, and it is what it is. So she says she put that cage muzzle on her dog, which is a terrier. And now he sees the cage muzzle come out, and he will attack her trying to put that on. And I'm thinking in my head, get a doggy treadmill so you guys don't even have to leave the house for exercise, okay? Max, you clean up so well. Doesn't he clean up so well? Who wants to agree with me on that one? Look at his hair just flowing. Just gorgeous. Oh, this one's got the same. Do you see what I'm talking about? This little bulge here happening? Look, like this little pop up. Sometimes you have some of the weirdest stuff happen, Max. I wonder what you be doing at home. Are you digging and stuff? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing at home makes all this stuff happen? Were you laying around cleaning yourself this last couple days? That would have done it. Like intentionally cleaning your paws really big time. good look at your cheek here. Line by line here, line by line. Up, 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 up. Here it is. That little spot right there. Oh, get a good stretch in there. Here it is. Got a little dry eye booger. Let me pull that out. Come back and trim that. Okay, hold on a second. Real softly brush all that by the face. Okay, go and get this arm rib out of the way so I can see what I'm working with over here now. Just hang that down there. Alright, let's oh, there it is. Get my dematter. You can get all your tools at myfavoritegroomer.com. I know it. See, he will bite. A little bit more brush. If I have to get the muzzle, I will, okay? Right, Mom? Pet parent's watching. She said, oh yeah, he'll let me know. He'll tell me to stop, basically. Do you need a muzzle? You need a muzzle for those hard areas? There it is. It's coming out. But it's still there pretty good. Next. Oh, okay, that part where we're going to muzzle you for, the front part, right here. Hup, hup, hup. Don't get upset. That little culprit right there. of stuff going on in that front arm. We're gonna come back to it. Don't let me forget, you guys, front arm, don't let me forget that. Keep going around the side. Let me grab you guys up, see what you're saying. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Thanks, UK, for chiming in. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Hit share if you love the channel. Thanks, Celeste. What's up, Celeste? Been a minute. I emailed you the other day, checking in on you. Yep, quarantine the animal. That's exactly right, Freedom. And guess what happens? Is that pet parent going to sue you? The pet parent going to get mad? Pet parent going to never come back? Alyssa says the same thing. Quarantine, tested, and possibly put down. Amen, sister. So if I mess up, right, by not requiring a rabies shot to be current and actually calling the vet or asking for proof, if I mess up, and I love this dog, and this dog right there, he bit me, right? And then I have to go get a shot because it's swollen up in a couple days, which hardly happens, but when it does bad. So I have to get a shot, and they talk to me in the medical and emergency room. They talk to me and say, whose dog bit you? And I'm like, hey, you know, don't get them in trouble, right? You say this, don't get them in trouble because it's my job. And they're like, no, it's still going to get reported. And I'm like, dang, don't say anything. Well, this is definitely a bite. What bite is it? Some stray cat bit you? You're going to lie now? So then, all of a sudden, you see the danger that you just put that client's dog in. Yeah, he bit you, and yeah, you might be upset about it. And man, it might hurt, and yeah, you might have lost a thumb. But if you didn't require a rabies shot and the city got involved, man, and they put that dog down, maybe even on accident, because that could happen, people make mistakes. I'm just telling you. Do it right the first time. Try to do it right. We're not perfect, neither am I, but try to, I'm telling you, by learning things, do it right the first time. Require certain shots, and you don't, I don't, no offense, but I don't just take someone's word for it. I get proof, and if they don't want to give me proof, I don't mind calling your vet. So I'll call your veterinarian for you. It might take longer to book your appointment because now I got to do all that. So in my opinion, just like having a child, if you're going to travel or do something, or if you own a pet, you should have those documents with you, like a birth certificate. Like, yeah, my dog's ready and he can come into Home Depot, right? Like, here we go. He's vaccinated and ready to go. If someone were to ask you a question, you have either a picture of it on your phone, just like you would a spare picture of your driver's license or something like that, but you have that proof of vaccinations with you at all times, whether it's a copy of it or a picture. So if something happens, like you're traveling or whatever, the hotel needs to see it, or you randomly have to book a pet sitting, you have it right there. Like, yeah, I can book it right now. I have all this stuff right here. You know what I mean? That's what I recommend. This might make some of you guys out there go make a copy of your stuff and put it in your purse right now. What would it hurt? I'd rather be safe than sorry, right? Yep, I do. I have all their vaccinations right in my briefcase. So if something happens with my dog, I can literally pull it out. And if I don't have it like that, I have it electronic copy. You're right. I am a pain like that. So if I can do that, I expect others to kind of do that. I don't make them do it, but I say, hey, it's a good idea. It is a good idea. If you don't even have a birth certificate of yourself, you might want to go ahead and order one. Those are the important things to have. If you lost it, this is the time to do some research and find out what city you need to do this and that, and get a copy of your birth certificate. Was I supposed to, is somebody needing to do that, and that's why I needed to mention that today? Because I don't even know why I even got on that. Am I trying to remind somebody about something? Okay. Ooh, we're looking hot here. Yeah, looking hot. Let's just check everything over. If I check, you check. Everyone say check, 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 check. Check everything over. Remember, don't forget front feet. So someone says, can you groom my doodle, right? Well, when's the last time it's been groomed? Never. Never professionally. I've been doing it myself at home. So if you can't run this comb from the skin out, then it's going to be a bad day and it's going to be expensive, okay? So if you can't run the comb through, just like I'm doing here with Max, it's going to be a bad day. So make sure you can run a comb, however you're brushing. I don't care how you brush your dog, but you have to be able to run a comb through. If you can only run a comb through this, right, and not at the skin level, like you can't go down to the skin and run the comb all the way through. If you all can only run it through here, then we have problems. There's definitely skin mats that built up. Okay, start at that back foot. Let's do some leave-in conditioner here. Bring you all closer. I want to make sure you have the best seat in the house. This okay? Is that okay for you? Thanks for your comments in the live chat. Thank you for answering those questions and kind of getting people to think. That's so true. Thank you so much. MP says, my state does not have a comprehensive dog bite statute. Okay. She's done some research. Make sure you do research. If you own a dog, it would be good to know. Every time I brief a client on a new client, I tell them all these things, and they tell me they've never heard of it. They've never even known. And some of these dogs that come in, you guys know they're senior pets, and I'm like, wow, you never knew that these were things that could happen if your dog actually bit somebody? Freedom777 says, quarantine for 2 weeks over here in Virginia. Quarantine for 2 weeks, and what if that dog doesn't survive quarantine? Keep food for thought. Yes, Celeste, his parents do marry. 90% marry, 99% marry. You take great care of your doggy. Happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday, Kit Kat. Kit Kat says our animals have to wear a metal tag on their collar when even away from home. Wow. Dogs have one on dog bites. Ours does have one on dog bites. I'm glad we're talking about this, and hopefully somebody who needs to know this kind of information is listening and gathering that kind of information. Food for thought. Always food for thought. And hey, don't believe me, do some research on your own. Don't believe everything someone says. Go do the research yourself for your state, your city, and your situation. I'll put that food for thought means I put it in your head, right? Food for thought means I put it in your head. It doesn't mean I did everything for you. It means I want you to think about it. We've got a lot of stuff going on in here. Those little pluck, 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 those little pluck, 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 to me, I think that's a little painful. So if you get it to that, do it a little bit, get it out of there, but then go ahead and try to demat it out, cut it out, get it out of there. Yeah, I'm sorry, Matt. I guess that's a little tight one right there. There it is. Look at that. Here it is. Take a look. Look at this. This little pluck, 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 pluck. It's right there. Do you see it? Here it is. Right here. Look. It's just its own little miracle to have those little things like that. Come here. And then it just pulls right out with a little help. Isn't that interesting? and painful at the same time. How is that even possible? I'm gonna get my dog up stand. This is a small one. Do that just for temporary, you kind of keep them up for a minute so I can just work this quick. Here's another one. Look at that. Little sneakers are so painful. How is that even possible? Really upsets me. Heavy on the top. See, heavy on the top. Just like when you're walking with the shoes, you can see how much weight they put on the inside, the outside, the tippy toe, the back. Same thing. You want to brush mostly with the tip. But the bigger the brush, the less time you'll spend brushing. Check this comb here. Comb, check, check. Everyone say check, check. Nice. Come here, put that there again. Check the phone. Nice. It's good there. We'll move this way just a tiny bit. There you go, perfect. Good boy, Max. Good boy. You getting off of that? You're gonna sit now? Okay, okay. We're done with that, it's fine, I guess. Right, that's fine, right? Okay, let's go back here a second. You guys wanna get closer? Here. Here, come here. I mean, who put you over there anyway? That's kind of far, wasn't it? Whoop! That was loud, I'm sorry. You talk to your pet like this too? Funny thing is, he's not my pet, but I love him just the same. Spend a lot of time with an animal, you start to really care. Right? How can you not? They're so gentle, kind, hair flying, gives you hair, makes you hairy. Get the bum bum all nice and neat back here. Everyone say, get the bum bum. There's the bum bum. You got a little bum bum back here. Yeah, we gotta clean that up. Let's get our 5-speed out. Andis, 5-speed with the 10 blade. Here we go. I'm gonna swing that up. Using my small dog up stand, keep the dog standing. Keeps. Well, I'm going to say something else, but it allows my hand, at least this hand to hold the tail and this hand to do the clipper work, not hold it up while I'm grooming. It's pretty cool. Okay, got all that out of there. Just throw that away. Now let's check the tail check, right? We don't want any poop hanging down. I kind of like to do that. We don't want any tail hanging down to gather into the poop, okay? Skim, skim. Let's get, that might be in the way right there. I'm just gonna hollow that area out there, real light. Okay, perfect. You can pick up your 5 speeds and other clippers that are really affordable that do the same quality of work, just a little lighter, a little cheaper at myfavoritegroomer.com. Okay, remember we gotta go back to that foot up there, right? I am not looking forward to it, but let's go. It's gonna be matted, so I want you guys kind of, there you go, that's a good view. That's a good view? Thumbs up if it's a good view for you. Marie says, I talk to my dog all the time, and my family thinks I'm weird for doing that, but I don't care. You know, sometimes some dogs are smarter than the human. Yeah, seriously. Some dogs are smarter than a human. Running over to tell you you have high blood pressure. Yep, they're smart. Celeste says, I even talk to animals I don't know, especially if they're nice. I talk to my nephew's cat all the time. Hi, Sweden. If you're from another country other than USA, shoot. If you're from USA, tell me the state you're in. Tell me what country you're watching from. Thanks so much. My top viewers, UK, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. Thank you so much. British Columbia. Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for being fans. Make sure you hit that like button and help me get more subscribers. Spread the word. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, did I do that? Let me put your ear down. Let me move this out of your face. Are you ready to go? Okay, we're not done yet, Max. We're getting close, we're not done, okay? Let's move our our dog up stand small over here. Okay. Let me do something else. Let's get him looking at us real nice and clear. How about that? Let's get him looking at us here. These are my simple, low-cost bubble tip shear. You can get them in straight or curved. As I'm going to come in here real fine hairs around his mouth, I'm going to use my, what I call ear shear. It's pointy at the tip, but that means I can pull it in. Bubble tip's going to just push away the hair. So I'm going to use my sharp shears here and get some of this wet stuff. See how I can just pull that right there, go under it? The pointiness will allow me to go around it. Ooh, no, don't wait for the lick. There you go. I want to get this stuff in his mouth. Each of your grooms may be different. For him, I like to do this because he has soft foods and it goes into his mouth and that'll save his teeth in the long run, at least help with that. Get that hair out of the mouth, okay? You can see what's in the mouth, it's all wet. You can see what goes in the mouth because it's all wet. You have those scissors open real tiny like this, and he licks, it will be less likely that you will get the tongue. Could you get the tongue? Anyone answer that? Could you get the tongue? Could you nick yourself while you cut some carrots? Can you nick yourself when you shave your legs? How about when you shave your armpits? Or other private areas for that matter? Have you nicked yourself when you shave your legs? Honestly. Have you cut yourself cutting some meat or carrots or bell peppers? You know, you're going to cut yourself more likely with a dull knife. Did you know that? Let me look one more time here. Lift it all up here. Pull all that back. Close your mouth. Close your mouth a little bit here. Get our brush. Let's take a look at what we got left. Anything? Better? Not yet, not yet. Helen, I'm doing great. How are you? Little muzzle here. Up, up, up. Okay, okay. I'm going to do this last paw, okay? See what's going on here. Have all your tools in front of you. Use the right tool for the right job. I just heard that last night. Use the right tool for the right job. Sometimes it takes more than one tool. Okay, let's get all this hair out here. Look at all this mattedness. Interesting, isn't it? You just cut through here. If you can see the other side of the scissor, you're good to cut, okay? If you can't, don't. The tip, if you see the tip come through the other side, like that. huge. Okay, I'm sorry, bud. This is huge, man. What's going on here? I don't want to shave it out because as it grows, it will just knot back up if I don't leave some hair behind. But boy, oh boy, I wish I could. That's huge. Look at this big thing. Let me see here. Look at that. Look how big that is. I'm gonna keep it. I took this one, there's like 3 parts to this, so just chopped it up in there so that I can leave some behind. I know, let me see, bud. Painful or not painful? Let me know in the live chat or the comments below. Painful or not painful? Dematting painful or not painful? If it's overwhelming, break it up into sections, okay? Brush, comb doesn't lie. Brush, comb until complete. Huh? See what we got back here. See where it's at. Let me see. Let me see. Hold your paw. Look around here. There it is, right there. There it is, right here. Oh yeah. Hold on. There it is. Yes. Look. Good boy, Max. Good boy. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and take you guys over here and do the pads. While he's got that muscle on, we'll go ahead and do everything. Pads and nails, okay? Is that better? Is that better? Using my Blvd for a quick cleanup. If you have the Andis 5-speed, use your 40 blade. It's the best. You can see I don't use my Blvd for body cuts. It just wouldn't hang for me. guys over here. Oh, it's gonna be hard angle. Hold on a second. I'm using right here, you can do your 40, but this is okay, come here. Let me get my end is 5 speed and get my 40 blade out. There you go. So powerful. Still a sensitive feet from last time too, it's still kind of there. Alright, let's do his nails real quick. We got a dew claw in there. Move forward. There you go, stay there. Let's check one more time. Check all these feet. One last overhaul check. And stand. Good boy. Final up. Couple things here. So it's naturally slinging right here, so I'm going to take that here. If you have blenders, you can use blenders to do the same thing. Go up. Go up, look up. Good. So quiet, right? So quiet. Nice and calm, quiet. Max is an amazing dog for brushing. Brush daily, exercise, brush, exercise, consistency, love, treat, however you need to do for positive reinforcement, and you will have the same outcome. Don't give up. Pain is another thing though. If pain's happening, there's something else happening there. If it's painful, their dog's not gonna like it no matter what. Really wanted to check around his neck, and I felt that piece on his chin, so I wanted to make sure that that was good to go. Because last time we had to demat, or last time before last, we had to demat that chin, you know, so there's grow out happening there, so you want to double check it. Let's double check that stuff. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Not yet, not yet. May I hold your chin here? There you go. Come down everything, move the groom loop out. behind the ear now. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna clean the ears now. See, we did all that ear pulling last time. I don't know if you saw it. He did not like it. So you do that every few times, but you do the ear cleaning every time, right? Just tiny residue. Sometimes, you know, if he's coming every 2 weeks, depending on if it's exactly 2 weeks or shy or over, then you could even skip it. Because, I mean, once a month is pretty good. But definitely every time you bathe the dog, you should check the ears. Shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Okay, looks good, see? Forward. Move forward. Little tiny thing there. You see? Coton de Tulier, is that what you guys were talking about? Yep, that's right, Diane. Hey, Diane, what's up? Thank you for being members. Alexandria, good to see you. All right, so final wrap. We're gonna just chisel some of this hair out on this other side. I see right here is kind of swinging in there into his mouth, and then we're gonna call it a good day. See all that just going right into his mouth? I'm gonna come up here and trim it there. And this piece over here really bothered me. Anything else? Yeah, right there.